So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing.
Hey, it's Justin Chamness, and welcome to the Sunday edition of the Shut Up Money Show, where we're all about helping you get to that first deal paycheck, maybe that next deal paycheck. You know, we like to call it the Shut Up Money. Hey, check it out. This is a picture of me. It's been a big week. I won the Guts Maxi Award for Sales Excellence. Thank you, Mr. Claude Diamond, for inventing the Guts sales techniques. The great unconventional techniques of selling. Guts. In other words, what it means is, do you have the balls to make the calls? That's what we want to know. Do you have the balls to make the calls? Do you have the balls to get that shut up money? That's that first deal paycheck or that next deal paycheck that helps you, that lets you tell all your haters and your doubters and all the naysayers, the people that have been poo-pooing your dreams. Yeah, we want you to be just like us. We want you to do nothing, go nowhere, have nothing, contribute nothing, experience nothing. Just be like us. Just be like us. No, shut up money is all about telling those people, shut up. Hey, so today I want to talk to you a little bit about a big question that pops up. You know, one of the most frustrating things that we experience in the real estate wholesaling and investing business is when we talk to a homeowner, it goes good. They said yes. Go figure. Oh my gosh. They said send me the agreement. What do we do now? Well, what happens is a lot of times we send the agreement to the homeowner, and then the homeowner kind of goes on the witness protection program, or they totally just decide to flake out and ghost you. Let me give you an example. I'll show you an example right now. Let me share screens. You see this? This is a text message that came from someone that I do business with from time to time. Name's Jesse. Jesse said, Justin, I got a question. The seller keeps saying he wants to sell, but he is dragging his feet. What would you do? That's a good question. What would you do? Have you ever experienced this before? The homeowner said yes. You were excited. He said, yeah, just send me the agreement. You got it all together. Maybe in a timely fashion. Let's hope you're getting the agreement out to the homeowner in less than a half hour. Let's hope that. Actually, what would even be better is if you went over the agreement with the homeowner on the phone before you send it. There's some other things that we could say about that. We could say also confirm. Mr. Homeowner, I will send you the agreement, sure. What happens when I do? That's a big question. What happens when I send you this agreement, Mr. Homeowner? That's right. So let's talk about some things that you might do. That's before this happens. Okay, before you send the agreement. That's some things you could maybe circumvent, but let's talk about now what you would do if it's too late. You've already sent the agreement, and now the homeowner is playing Mr. Witness Protection Program guy. You can't find him. What do you do? What do you do? Well, we're going to definitely get into this, and I think you're going to find it pretty interesting. I've got another great example to show you of someone who experienced the same thing this week besides Jesse. And I think this is going to be like enlightening for you. We need to stop taking abuse from homeowners who are, let's just be real about it, kind of being dishonest, aren't they? Kind of, just a little bit, maybe just a little bit. You know they are. Hey guys, it's time to be accountable, be consistent, and get money. Imagine I were to show you the plan, step by step. Imagine I were also to show you how to get leads, consistently and affordably? Also, what if I showed you how to close the deal with the homeowner over the phone? This is not a do-it-yourself program. This is a do-it-with-us program. This is not a do-it-yourself program. This is a do-it-with-us program. What if you could make 6 figures in your real estate wholesaling business, including Pretty House wholesaling? That's lease options, Pretty House and Ugly House. Do more in less time. My daily coaching club is designed to help you experience just that. Check us out at shutupmoney.com because we're in it for you to win it. So if they're looking at you funny, it might be time for you to get that shut up money. All right, guys, if the wife is looking at you funny, if the kids are looking at you funny, if that specific significant other person is looking at you funny, it's time to get shut up money. All right, let's get back onto the subject at hand. We've been talking a little bit about what you do when the homeowner goes on the witness protection program after you've sent the agreement to them. Oh no, that's like the worst thing that can happen. It's horrible, but there are some things you can do to prevent this, and we talked a little bit about that. But let's talk also a little bit about what you could do after the fact. Let's say you've already sent the agreement, and now the homeowner is ghosting you. Let's take a look at this example. Hi, Justin. After not replying earlier this week, this morning I sent the seller a contract with an expiration date. Oh, there we go. How about putting an expiration date on the agreement? A lot of our agreements go out, I'm guessing, with no expiration date because we just forget about it and we end up sending them an open-ended agreement. Hey, this is good. Think about it for the rest of forever and then let me know. Well, what about an expiration date? Yeah, sure. What's an appropriate expiration date? Well, if you're going to send a contract out today, and by the way, I don't really like calling them contracts. I like calling them agreements. But if you're going to send one out today, probably put an expiration date of it on it of maybe tonight at 9 p.m. What about tomorrow at noon? Maybe no later than tomorrow at 5. Okay, so we're not giving them a long time to dwell on these topics and to come up with more objections and counteroffers and problems and problems and problems. So now if you're dealing with a really truly motivated homeowner, you're probably not going to need weeks and weeks for them to shop your offer. Oh my gosh, we hate that. We hate that. All right, so let's take a look at another example here real quick. This one here is from someone else. And he's experiencing the same issue. The homeowner ghosting him. Okay, can't seem to get the homeowner on the agreement here to totally complete the deal. Sent the agreement, now the homeowner is just nowhere to be found. Okay, well, a little bit of time goes on, and here's what this is what our accountability coach here in the club did. This is Ed. Ed sent this text message to the homeowner. Now let's read this. Hi, Scott. Ed, following up on the agreement I sent you for the home on Kelly Bird Avenue. Okay. Thought you were a man of your word and would respond after your attorney looked at the agreement a few weeks ago. Wow. Everything was straightforward with the terms we discussed and agreed on. Would you like to continue? Okay, now I got cut off right there. But you can see where this is going. You can see what kind of message this is. This is a message like, hey, where'd you go? I thought you were a man of your word. Wow. Is it okay to say something like that to a homeowner that's ghosting you? Is this what we would consider guts? Or is this just being a dick? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. I thought you were a man of your word, Mr. Homeowner.
I don't have a burning question.
Okay.
I do have a request to Justin.
Okay.
Justin, don't be scared. Reach for the motherfucking bell.
Oh, that's great.
Fucking bell, baby.
Right on, Sandra.
Bell. Yes.
That's
I
awesome.
I just closed on a deal, 9,700 assignment fee. I'm feeling so good.
Congrats, Sandra.
Yeah.
Let me
Feeling
ring that
awesome.
little bell for you.
Yeah, ring that little bell too. Ring all the bells. Yeah. It's been a really great couple of weeks for our club. You know, Alan and Mark were, had their deal last week, and LaShonda, the week before that. So, but yeah, I feel so good. This one here it was a lot. I was a little nervous because I had to literally rescue this one here, Justin. Like you said, sometimes you have to rescue the deal. So just before, the HUD got sent to me. So for review. So I'm like, okay, great, which means we're going forward, because my last deal before that, it was a quiet title. And I was so pissed because that would have been a $12,000, assignment fee, and I lost on that one. So, but the lawyer accidentally included both the seller and the end buyer and me in that email with the HUD. And the seller contacts me and is like, who is this other person? Because I didn't get an opportunity to prep her once, we were heading to closing, just to let her know, like, hey, my funding partner and I already, we're heading to closing, we're ready to close. So she kind of like, pulled back. And I was like, oh my God, like, no. And I was like, said to the lawyer, because that's the first time I've used him. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you weren't supposed to include everybody on there, because I had made a few requests and stuff like that. So it kind of fell through the crack between him and his secretary. And it was a few days, the seller was pissed at me, and I had to try to go there and, and explain to her that, listen, that is my funding partner. Trying to clean it up a little bit. I'm like, you're still getting your number at the end of the day. We're just trying to figure out what day we can get you that check, So after a couple of days of her saying, I'm going to think about it, she was like, you know what, I'm still getting my number, because I actually ended up paying her, a few $1,000s more than what it was worth, but she obviously wasn't aware of what the market is, because she could have asked for a lot more. But anyways, closed that deal. Feeling really, really good, so
Great.
yeah.
Great. That's great. Awesome. Yeah. Great. Good for you.
Great job, Sandra.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
It feels like having fresh air in your lungs, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does, because I was running out of funds from because I was still holding up from the last deal, the $5,000 deal, but I literally came down to only like a couple thousand in my account. Yeah. And I've had to go back in the job market, but I literally just started a new job like a couple weeks ago. So this came literally just in time, so I'm just feeling so great. Good. Yeah, I'm feeling so good. Yeah. It's been a few months from the last deal, but I'm feeling so good. So
well, you can get all the Christmas gifts or whatever for the holidays now and all that if you want to, and that's awesome.
Right. Yeah. I haven't shared it with my family, because I don't want extra Christmas, or anything like that. So right now I'm trying to actually just focus on getting my my credit, and then from there pursuing a business credit line. But I need to work on my credit and stuff like that, because that got really bruised during COVID, obviously, and stuff like that. So a lot of that is going towards that, and obviously saving and trying to put it back in the business and stuff like that for the next deal. So yeah.
That's great. Great. How exciting. How smart too, you guys and gals, I hope you heard her say that, she doesn't want to tell her family about all the money because, you know, she don't want no extra on the Christmas and whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, you know, there's a lot of wisdom to that. A lot of wisdom to that, ain't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, all right, we're back, and I found the rest of that text message. I want to share that with you again right now. And let me zoom in here a little bit. You can see it says here, this is from Ed to the ghosting homeowner, the homeowner that's ghosting everybody. He says, "Hi, Scott. Ed, following up on the agreement I sent you for the home on Kelly Bird Avenue. Thought you were a man of your word. Oh, my goodness, we were talking about that before the break. And would respond after your attorney looked at the agreement a few weeks ago. Been ghosting him a few weeks. Everything was straightforward with the terms we discussed and agreed on. Would you like to continue making excuses or move forward?" This is an aggressive ass text message to the homeowner that's ghosting him. Is this guts or is this being a dick? We're going to talk about it a little bit more. It's okay to say no, Scott. You won't hurt my feelings. Now, here's what I told Ed. I said, Ed, I think that was a fine text message. If you want to know my personal opinion, I think that text message there is fine. I don't think there's a problem with that at all. Ed said, well, this guy's ghosting me with a $600,000 house that has a pool. So we're talking about a pretty jumbo deal here. We're talking about a nice deal. This is a beautiful house, a pretty house. He's ghosting him. I said, yeah, get him, dude. Get him, dude. Get him, dude. Is it okay to call a homeowner on his bullshit? Is it okay to? All right. Well, he says down here at the bottom, he says, yep, he said the homeowner said he had 8 other properties. We just talked. The call was a dream. He agreed to everything I proposed. Okay, so here we go. This is the kind of homeowner that agrees to everything you propose, but then all of a sudden decides to go on the witness protection program. What do you do? What do you do? Well, you try to prevent this from happening. You really, really, really want to prevent this from happening. Okay? You want to confirm. You want to go over the agreement with the homeowner before you send it to him. On the phone. That's right. Make sure I'm filling this out correctly, sir. Make sure we've talked about everything that's important before I send this over to you. And then what do? Well, you confirm, Mr. Homeowner, when I send this to you, what happens next? All right. Right? Hopefully he'll say, I'm going to sign this thing and get it right back to you. If he doesn't say that, then you've got to find out why. These are things that you do to prevent this from happening. But if it's already happening and the homeowner is ghosting you, you give it a little bit of time. And then you send him a guts text message just like that. Just like what Ed did. Now, you might be thinking, oh my goodness, there is no way in the world that I'm going to be able to say, hey, I'm following up with you on the agreement. I thought you were a man of your word and you would respond. But everything was straightforward in the terms we discussed and agreed on. Would you like to continue making excuses or move forward? What is this projecting? Somebody might say, well, I couldn't say that. Okay, well, you got to be a little tough if you want to make a lot of money in this business. Okay? All right? You got to be a little tough. There's nothing mean here. He's not slandering this individual. He's not putting this individual on public display of embarrassment. He's just simply saying, are you going to continue making excuses or can we move forward? I don't see a thing in the world wrong with that. I don't see a thing in the world wrong with that at all. At all. Now, the story goes on. I believe we have Ed verify this. I think I remember how this played out. I think he told me that the guy contacted him back. Okay? Contacted him back pretty quickly saying, hey, I've been out of town. I'm still interested. I want to get to this. I just got distracted and blah, 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 blah. You guys know how people get distracted because you get distracted too. So calling them out on the distraction, letting them know that you are the most serious buyer they have talked to this week. Nothing in the world wrong with that at all. So here's what you need. You need a little motivation. You need a little inspiration. You need a little thick skin. Nobody's going to take care of your money but you. Okay, so if you've sent out an agreement to make money, you better take care of business. Hey, Coach Justin here, and I want to share with you for a couple minutes something great that I discovered on YouTube recently. A gentleman by the name of James Clear. That's really all I know about him. I think I only watched this one video. I think I may have subscribed to his channel, so more videos to come from Mr. James Clear. So whoever you are, thank you for this, but what a great piece of knowledge you've shared with us. Now I want to pass it on to you as you're watching today, because I know that we all have struggles when it comes to being motivated to pick up the phone and call homeowner leads for our real estate investing and wholesaling business. So I want to address this motivation issue a little bit, because we feel like the task at hand is a really, really huge task. And oh my gosh, it's so hard to accomplish an entire hour or two of phone work every day that will get me that kind of lifestyle that I've been craving. I know, but that 2 hours a day, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? It's so hard. I think you kind of get the point. I've kind of really run it into the ground here a little bit, but does that sound a little bit like you sometimes up here at least? It does sound like me sometimes up here at least. So let me show you a quick trick that will help you get moving and conquer this motivation issue. So first of all, let me share with you the screen here. And you can see there's a graph. On the left side, we have motivation level. Okay, down here at the bottom would be no motivation, and up here would be high motivation. On the horizontal bar, we have time spent doing the task. So this is no time spent doing the task over here on the left, and over here on the right, it's the full 2 hours that you need to spend every day working your phone. All right, so here's what the graph is telling us. The graph is telling us that your motivation level really doesn't need to be high enough to conquer the full 2 hours. Your motivation level only needs to be high enough to get you to commit to the first 2 minutes. Because scientists tell us that after you've committed for the first 2 minutes, new chemicals, new hormones, new whatever it is, endorphins or dopamine or serotonin, something, I don't know what it is, but something changes in your brain and it becomes easier now. The task at hand becomes easier once you get going, okay? So here's the idea. Instead of trying to get pumped up and motivated enough to pull off 2 hours, just make a 2-minute commitment to get started. Because once you get started, it will feel a lot better, and it will be easier for you to continue on the activity and push the momentum forward for you and your business and your family, your income, the whole 9 yards. All right, so if you're struggling with motivation, don't try to commit, because it's tough, to 2 full hours. Commit to the first 2 minutes and then see how you feel after that. I want you to run this experiment this week. I want you to test this, and I want you to see if after the first 2 minutes, if after getting started, you don't feel like continuing on, okay, maybe you take a break then or something, come back to it and do another 2 minutes. But let's see if after the first 2 minutes, you don't feel completely different, completely energized and motivated and ready to continue the task that will help you get those bills paid. Right? Make that partner, that spouse, that person in your life happy. That's what we call the shut up money. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
I want shut up money.
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want? I'll tell you what you want. You want to get started. Finally. I've been there. I've been trying to get started for like 10 years. It's time to just get started, man. Just get started. All right. That shut up money is going to change your life. I love the phrase shut up money because it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I have felt like a stuck piece of bubble gum on the bottom of a rich man's loafer. Yeah, I have. Like a stuck piece of bubble gum, just stuck there, dragging my ass through the mud. There's a better way. There's a better way. I like you. My club here likes you. We want you to come join us and participate with us. Learn how to get consistent. First of all, be accountable, be consistent, and get money. All right? I'll see you next week. This is Sunday. I hope you got great things planned. I know you don't have any great things planned if you don't got no shut up money, though. That's right. That's why you need a change. Get it done. Get it. Because once you get it, you ain't gonna quit it.
It takes brass balls to say